Double D is a podcast hosted by two friends with lots of opinions. These opinions may or may not be based on any actual facts, and you should try to keep that in mind while enjoying the podcast. And although our producers may, from time to time, agree with us, and quite often find us hilarious, Metal and Pluck are not responsible for our antics. Dylan here from the Double D Podcast, a weekly conversation between friends. My pal D Streeter and I chat about politics and pop culture, movies and music, our crazy lives, and this crazy world we're living in. Through the magic of the interwebs, we are able to get together each week and talk and laugh, and usually do a little soul searching on something. For me, it's a little like unlicensed therapy in a safe space, plus wine. Now grab a friend, eat some cheesecake, and enjoy this week's episode of Double D. Hey, friend.
Hello, friend.
Hi.
You missed me?
Yeah, I did. I know. Yeah, I'm gonna admit I haven't listened to last week's episode, which was the bonus outtake, holiday edition.
We say stupid shit. You know that, right?
No, I know.
Okay.
Have you listened to it?
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm
You
always like,
say stupid shit. Do you know that?
I'm
right?
always just like, I said that? I did say that. I was funny.
No,
I don't care.
I'll give it a listen. I mean, I assume that it's I assume it's foolishness, but that's okay too.
Okay. But yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't spoken with you since the week before Thanksgiving.
Is that when I was up there?
Yes.
Is that the last time that we? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My Thanksgiving was quiet, which I like. It just I'll tell you, I had a bit of an emotional roller coaster because, like, once you know things, you can't unknow them. Mm-hmm. And so I've really been struggling with the Thanksgiving thing. Because even though I don't celebrate Thanksgiving because it's the pilgrims coming to America and just,
people don't.
Raping and pillaging and thanks for the smallpox.
Nobody can.
Right. But that is still what it is. Mm-hmm. So.
True. Very true.
Right? So, like, intention matters, but also maybe stop celebrating that day. It's like, we should have a different day. Because to me, there was just 2 days of the year when my whole family was together, and it was Christmas and Thanksgiving. And we didn't celebrate Christmas because it was the birth of the Lord either, because we weren't super religious. And so they have totally different connotations and, like, context for me.
Same.
But, right? But I still, this year more than ever, was kind of like, yeah, probably. But I am still making all the same food that goes with Thanksgiving. So, so I struggled a little bit with that just because I'm like, okay, but how can I still celebrate a day that brings me so much joy because I love to cook and feed people that I care for, but maybe completely disregard, like, expel all of the other things. So I'm going to try to, next year I'm not going to make the traditional Thanksgiving food. I'm going to make something else. Then I also thought about maybe I would just take that day and, like, do, like, a day of service.
And that's what a lot of people have been doing.
Yeah.
It's just take that day and just do the service and use that as your day of thanks. You know, some people have done the Friendsgiving where you just celebrate your friends and not even give any acknowledgement to any of Plymouth, nothing, or nothing
right.
Of that. So.
And I mean, we live in an area where there are lots of organizations helping Native people in the.
I mean, yeah,
you know what I mean, in their struggle. So alone. Like. We're still holding on to that.
Yeah.
Thanks for because a people should be a mascot.
Yeah.
No. So but aside from that, which I was just dealing with internally until this moment, you're welcome. I made a bunch of food and I had some friends come over and we watched cheesy movies and we just like chillaxed and it was lovely. Yeah. How about you? You did the big family.
I did the
thing.
same with the big family.
Yeah.
It went. It grew.
Your family grew?
No, kind of, sort of, because it initially began with just my mom and my brothers, and then her mom and myself and her, and then maybe her cousin, and then her cousin came, and then another cousin came, and then her cousin brought, and then we invited our friend, and it just became a bigger thing than I initially mentally had prepared myself for.
Was it at your house?
Yes.
Uh-huh, yeah.
And I'm always very angsty when things are at my house. And then my sister begrudgingly rubbed it in my face because she is my sister, and as sisters do things, they know you more than you care to give them credit for. And she said some shit, and I was like, fuck you, fucker, why do you... I don't want to talk to you anymore. And she's like, well, yeah, because I told her, I was like, I didn't really enjoy it. Like, I was just nervous and antsy and the entire day. And she's like,
yeah,
well,
that doesn't sound relaxing and fun.
Yeah, she's like, because it didn't go how you planned it. Nothing that...
Which is stressful, too, for you, because that's the busiest week of the year in your industry, and so that's not a relaxing day respite from that. No.
So if it went from the simple thing of, because normally for Thanksgiving for me, it's like I go to my mom's house, I bring something, I don't really host anything. Yeah. So it took the stress level for me, and then it went from what I planned. So anything that goes from what I actually planned goes from being fun for me to just being, I don't know what to do. It just... So, and my sister pointed that out, and I was very ungrateful for that.
You're like, I was not
like,
thankful
I don't need
for
you
that.
to tell me what I be doing. Don't be telling me you know stuff about me. I don't care what you know.
Yeah.
But after all of that franticness and getting all that situated, I participated in some Black Friday-ness.
Yeah.
So I per usual, because again, for me, Thanksgiving is getting shit that I want to get because fuck them pilgrims. Anyway.
You know what I heard, and I heard about it too late, but apparently Converse did like a Cyber Monday situation.
What?
Yeah. It was like they were $25.
What?
I know. And it made me a little sad because, I love Converse.
I was just talking to our producer Leo how I didn't take advantage of any clothes shopping on this Black Friday. I just went straight electronical.
Oh yeah.
I was like, let's get this TV. Ah,
give me all the things.
Let's get this printer. Ah,
nice. All right.
Chromebook. Ah,
I
wish I had known about your life circumstances before. Because it was like $99, man. I could have got you. I could have like right there.
I seriously, technological difficulties is like the most. Here's what I realized. It's frustrating because I rely on it.
Yeah.
But it's more frustrating because I actually don't know how it works.
Yeah.
So when I turn something on and it doesn't come on, then I'm like, well, I've exhausted my resources. Like. I'm all like, well, is the power cord plugged in? Yep. I guess I'll just light it on fire then, because this one's dead now.
And you have a Mac, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm about 4 hours from the nearest Apple store, so that's also fun. I think I can take it to the Geek Squad. Is that the Best Buy people?
Yeah. Did you get it from the Best Buy?
No, I ordered it on the line from Apple.
I feel like they have the Apple Care in the Best Buy, so they may be able to. Yeah, they may be able to help.
Yeah, and then there's like a million places where you can take it, like that are Apple certified or whatever.
I kind of thought your laptop broke when you were up here.
No,
is that because there's like 4 Apple stores here.
Oh, I thought you said you felt like it did. No, I was like, no, I didn't even bring it with me. No, it would have been convenient. Yeah, it would have been convenient shit. Yeah, you can't spit without hitting an Apple store up there. Yeah, correct.
I was like, damn, there's one here. Huh. We just love Apple products. As a person who own about 5, I do not lie. I don't own a MacBook because I tried it. I did for like a millisecond.
Yeah.
But I could just never figure out all the goo gaggets. Like I grew up with a little gateway computer when they first came out with the little fat backs.
No.
Okay. Well, Gateway was my first computer of choice.
But what about the MacBook? It does not work for you. Oh, is it because there's not like a right left click mouse
the right,
situation?
Left click, I can't figure out. There's no control alt delete. What is this command button? What is this option?
Yeah.
What is this thing do? I don't like all these buttons.
Yeah, you got to do shift alt butterfly.
What
for some things?
A butterfly? Is that a real button?
That's what's the button. It looks like to me on the command. It looks like a butterfly.
It does look like a butterfly. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's fine. I'm not gonna buy a new computer because I bought my computer last year. So
yeah, dude.
It shouldn't be anything wrong with it, and I think that there's a warranty. Here's the other thing I do is when I don't want to deal with something, I pretend like it's not happening.
Oh, I think that's a Libra thing.
Yeah, so I'm just like, maybe it'll be fixed when I turn it on this time.
It's like, oh,
that
doesn't exist.
Let me plug it into a different plug. Maybe that was the problem.
That room. Let me shut this door.
I'm just gonna go ahead and sweep that under the rug, literally and figuratively.
Right
yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's exciting and fun.
Understand, been there, done that. I get you.
Baby, hop up in the rocket, let's go.
So there's like a couple things that are fun that are happening. Are you following the world right now?
I am partially up to date on things going on in the society.
Okay.
You like that?
Yes, because me too. So I'm only partially because I woke up and I was like, well, what's this ad that I'm annoyed by before I can watch my video on the YouTube.
All right. What things do you know about the world?
Right. Yeah. So there's two things. They're all 45 related. But the Michael Flynn thing with the Mueller investigation, and now they're like basically not seeking any jail time for Michael Flynn. And so I started watching all the clips from the liberal media about it, the fake news. And so I guess like because he's been so helpful that they're not gonna make him be in trouble for, even though he did a lot of shady shit, which I don't love a plea bargain. Like, to me, you did wrong things. You should be in trouble. Just because you're also a snitch doesn't, to me, should not negate you being in trouble for doing wrong things.
That's half of people in white collar jail right now. All those guys. They're like, oh, okay, well.
I know, but I still don't agree with it.
I'm just saying.
But anyways, I am glad that he snitched because apparently he had some tales to tell, and that's exciting. Because how exciting would it be if the president got arrested?
I'm not excited until somebody tells some shit. Don't keep telling me you gonna tell me something and you ain't told me nothing yet. I want to see some shit.
Yeah, we're not allowed to see it. I watched a clip from Rachel Maddow, and she like held up the document, and the first sentence was there, and then the whole page
was redacted.
Black. Yeah. Yeah, it was just like black lines, which God. Is gigglesome to me because I'm just like, oh, I want to know. So like that happened, and that's exciting to me because it feels like forward movement. Because for so long it's been like, well, what are you fucking waiting for? Clearly, this man is insane and doing insane things. Then the second thing was, speaking of him being insane, that he, I guess, is like owning up sort of to the fact that he was gonna maybe build a Trump Tower in Moscow. And he tweeted about it, and what he said about it, this is my favorite thing. It's very legal and very cool. That's legit.
Them the only motherfuckers who's gonna let his name stay on the building, basically, at this point. Everybody else is like, take that shit down.
He decided not to, but that was just his own thing. It didn't have anything to do with anything else. Apparently,
cool.
according to him, he just changed his mind. But if he had wanted to, it would be very legal and very cool.
Very cool and very legal.
I cannot
not claim him any harder than I not claim him now. Like
there's
wow.
Like I need
very
him
cool
to
and very legal.
I need him to Google how does a president behave and just like start there, because tweeting that you're very cool is not part of it. I was like, he behaves like a 5th grader all of the time.
Very cool and very legal.
Very legal and very cool. And I pictured his like stupid butthole mouth saying it, and it was like, God, I hate him.
I'm telling you, gotta watch my cartoon president. Just like
he's so bad. Okay, and then this is the third thing, and it only is partially to do with him, because it also is actually because of a tweet that Giuliani tweeted. Did you see this about?
No.
So he tweeted a thing about the G20 summit, which is Trump is there. And there's whatever, it's like a whole tweet, but he's bad at his punctuation. So what happened was he put not a space. He put a period and then not a space and then started the word, which created a hyperlink that was not owned. It just went to nowhere. So some person who I believe owns a design firm in Atlanta, he's an army of one. He clicked on the hyperlink to see where it went. Well, it went nowhere. So then he goes, I'm going to buy that. It cost him $5. He bought it. And now when you click on it, it goes to, it says, Donald J. Trump is a traitor to our country. And then there's links to articles about all the horrible things that Trump has done and is doing, and it's just basically like Reddit threads, and it's in the Giuliani tweet. So like that is to me. Is
it still live? Like, did he take it down?
Yes.
Yet?
No.
What?
But he's just continuing to tweet about how angry he is about it, and how Twitter.
Down,
he's
dummy.
I don't think he knows how.
Oh.
He's blaming Twitter for allowing someone to hack into his text, is what he said. But I was like, does he mean tweet? Does he know the difference? It's not a text message. So I don't know.
This is why your grandparents.
It is glorious to me.
Twitter. This is why your grandparents shouldn't have Twitter.
Nope, and he doesn't understand it, and so which I think is great. Because it's my favorite kind of activism. Because it's like, you put that there for us, and somebody scooped it up for $5.
I have to go on Twitters and find stuff on the Twitters.
I know. I don't tweet. I don't Twitter. I just know it because it's getting some attention in the other forms of media. But how great is that?
Oh, that's awesome. That is
right. I'm like, that guy's a hero.
Is he? Man, is he not?
I can't remember his name now, but yeah, he was just like at work, and he was like, what's this link go to? And then he was like, well, nothing. Well, I'll fix that right quick. He just like did it at the end of his day, and then went home, and then the next day it was like, oops, there's billions of. That's gone viral, as the kids say. Yeah, are you looking it up?
Yeah. He even has a quote about it saying, he could have deleted it and everyone would have forgotten about it. And my tweet would have stopped going viral.
Uh-huh.
But
he's just continuing to retweet about it. But he keeps
saying it's a conspiracy theory.
Yep.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that great?
This is why your grandparents shouldn't have the Twitter.
It brings me so much joy.
And it's still there. I see it! I see it!
Click on the link.
I just did.
It's so glorious. It's so glorious.
And it's still there.
And it's still there. I can guarantee you because Rudy Giuliani does not know how to untweet a thing.
It's
I can
still
guarantee
very
you
much
that's why.
there. And I'm just looking at it, and it was a lot of articles too. My God, I ain't got time to read all this shit.
Well, he's been busy because he's been president for 2 years at this point, you know.
Oh Lord!
And it started.
2020 can't get here fast enough. I think I'll be celebrating
like like right out the gate.
Honestly, I think I'm going to celebrate the 2019, like New Year, the best because I'm going to be like, I only got another year.
Yeah.
It's all I got. I'll be doing dances I can't do. I'll be watching all the YouTube videos, just watching the little kids. shoot. Just doing all sorts of little, put my hip out.
I can't believe that it's been 2 years already.
I know. Like,
I mean, that doesn't seem possible.
And I'm not going to say that I was the most politically savvy person earlier in my 20s, like when all the other presidents, not early in my 20s, because I've only really had one president in my 20s, like, they'd be up there for 8 whole years. It's like, because I was born? I was born under Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, and then Obama.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, and I'm not complaining.
Bush,
I know,
Clinton,
like
Bush.
What?
It just was funny the way it sounded funny the way you said Bush, Clinton, Bush, Clinton, Bush. It's like we'll just ping pong back and forth between those two.
I had to think about first, like, yeah, it's like, yeah, because Clinton kicked out
Old Bush died too.
Yeah, old Bush, dude. Old Bush is being buried now.
Yeah.
Young
right
Bush
now,
is
as we
still
speak,
putting on moves for Michelle Obama. Like, he's still trying to mac on Michelle Obama at his daddy's funeral, by the way. He's like,
no, stop.
I know my daddy gone, but we have always wanted to just. Just let me taste it. Like, it's ridiculous.
No.
He is literally. This clip has been everywhere by now. He's literally walking down the aisle like they're walking the family. The Bushes are walking in. He's the lead Bush. He stops, goes over. Like, he has to fake it through. Shaking Trump's hand, Melania's hand, and then Obama's hand to give Michelle a piece of candy. He literally wants to hop over 4 people to get to Michelle. Then he thought about it. He's like, hold on, let me walk around and talk to everybody else now.
I mean, it's not that I don't understand, but
something about that black girl magic. He said, oh, my daddy did? Oh, yeah, I forgot. My bad. Let me go back over here.
Is that what that clip of them all distastefully shaking his Trump's hand? Is that what that was?
Oh, no,
from?
that was when Trump walked in. That was when Trump first came in.
But that was footage from the funeral?
From him. Yeah,
okay.
from funeral.
I didn't have a context for why all those presidents were in the same space.
Yeah, because, he wasn't invited to Barbara's or McCain. So this is the first time they've all really kind of been together. My favorite part of the clip, to be quite honest with you, is Hillary and Bill. Because he didn't shake Bill's hand. And Hillary looked straight forward like, I wish you motherfucking would say something to me at this motherfucking funeral. I'm a snap. And then you can see Bill, like, after he shake everybody's hand, Bill's go like this. Okay, baby, it's okay. It's okay. he like slowly tapped on the leg like, it's okay, baby.
Michelle's face is so priceless, though. Like, there is like a upturn on one side and a downturn on the other. Like, I was like, that is a smirk that you cannot. That she's trying so hard. Yeah. You can see her like physically trying. Don't look like how you feel on the inside.
Yes.
Don't look like how you feel on the inside. And she's like, oops, it slipped out.
On the clock at this particular event. You are on the clock right now.
Right. Exactly.
When you leave.
Oh.
You can say what
to
the
be a
fuck you
fly
want to say,
on the
Barack
wall
in the
the limo on the way home.
Yeah. Her and Barack gonna be talking shit in the car. I can feel it. That motherfucker tried to touch me.
Oh.
And then Melania, because she's still salty about, Michelle Obama's comments about her in her book. So she ain't shaking nobody's hand. Her hands were just like clasped. Like, I'm just going to look forward. I'm not going to say anything to anyone.
It's so weird to me that they show up to things. Like, I know you're like, you kind of have to, but also, how embarrassing.
No one like you. Go home.
Like,
it's that sister moment. Like, go home, Roger. Like, no one likes you.
Right. Correct.
Don't like you.
No one likes you at all. In fact, people can't fucking stand you. And now we've just all started saying it out loud. So it's not even like any of them are being like secret about it.
Technically at this funeral is because you're the fucking president, and presidents has to go to other presidents' funerals. That's like a thing. It's like a snub thing, especially since he's a Republican, like demigod, even though he only served one fucking term.
But yeah, and also, don't get me started.
I know. I didn't really, I don't know too much about his presidency, but I just know all the bushes.
A fucking awful human.
I just know that.
Like, horrible. And just because you die doesn't mean that it automatically erases the heinous crimes you committed against humanity. Like,
True.
I don't understand. And it was, like, immediate. Like, the second he died, every news outlet was like, here's him, he's a war hero, here's all the great stuff, here he is in a flak jacket, and it's like
stuff, and I'm like, oh, look at him and Barbara when they was young and vibrant.
No,
okay.
He was awful. He did awful things from the minute he entered public life.
But look at me talking about him giving Michelle Obama candy.
No, and I don't care if he fucking oil paints dogs. They're all monsters. Like, no. Don't try to humanize them.
No.
Like, fine. You know who else was a fine painter? Hitler. It doesn't undo what you're doing.
This is true. I
don't care.
If they show me Ronald Reagan on a cowboy one more time, and I'd be like, all right, well. I guess he was a cowboy, and he liked to do
he was a movie star before he was the president. Is he to blame? Did he soften us up for Trump? Is that what happened? We were like, well, Reagan was fine, although he also was not fine.
But it's like, was he?
But people remember, like, our memory is like one term long.
It is.
It's crazy.
The only person I know that gets fucking flack about being president now is Obama. Like, everybody else gets like, oh, you know what? It wasn't that bad. It was, when you think about it.
Well, he was the most recent, so they still remember him.
Yeah.
Also, he is the darkest. So far, he's been the blackest president we've ever had, so they'll probably remember all the things that they don't like about Obama. Yeah.
It's like, that one time he did that one thing, but did somebody suck his dick? Never mind. You know what? I'm just going to move forward. All right.
Also, who even cares? We were talking about that the other night. Do we care? I mean,
honestly,
is it inappropriate?
It was consensual. If she consensually sucked his dick, then I'm okay with it.
She wasn't 14. Mm-mm. She was of age. Yes. Is it an exertion of power in an inappropriate way? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Did he cheat on his wife?
Most definitely. But everybody people cheat all the time.
But also, that's some private business. Mm-hmm. If they want to do, like, I don't
if
feel
like... If she want to stand by her man, that's her business.
Yeah, correct.
I don't get no
fuck. Like, at no point did Monica Lewinsky be like, hey, I feel coerced, assaulted, or or
anything like that. I was a part of
she wasn't mad about it.
Even the whole Me Too wave, she still ain't said nothing about like him pressuring her.
No, I watched her give a TED Talk.
Oh, really? About it? She gave a TED Talk about that?
Well, she gave a TED Talk in general about being Monica Lewinsky and how, like, now that's the only thing people know about her.
Well, I knew she made purses.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh, I like to know what they're doing now. You know what I'm saying? I want those people. Like, where is she now? Making purses. All right. Okay, look at you.
Not making dresses, though?
Boom,
boom.
She's making purses to go with them dresses.
Yeah, I just don't care, though. Like, here's the thing. I feel like probably every president's gotten a blowjob from somebody who wasn't his wife. Mm-hmm. And also, who cares? That's not the most egregious thing that you could do.
This is very true.
And, like, that sent everyone into a spiral, but what's happening now is fine. Like, I wish he was just getting a blowjob. You know what I mean?
Honestly, if Trump got a blowjob
also, how many
now,
times can we say
blowjob?
Like,
okay. So what?
Well, he paid off the porn star. Nobody blinked an eye.
Well, they're going to blame her for giving him the blowjob if he got a blowjob now anyway. Her mouth was too open in that moment in his pants. How was he supposed to walk away from that? He's the president of the United States. My God, I can see them on Fox News right now. Her mouth was open.
She was basically
there. She was asking for it.
Job.
It's a good president. There be girls. They always say, there's girls like this that always bring good men down. That's what they did when the whole Kavanaugh thing happened. So, I remember.
Yes.
So that's all it's going to be.
You're so right.
Those exact same people who lost their shit when Bill got his bit off. Or, broken off, whatever. I don't want to say bit off because that sounds real aggressive.
No, I was like, what happened? He would just say that it was very legal and very cool.
It's just like now, I watched the clip. I can't remember the name of the dude, but I think it might have been the dude from the 700 Club.
Pat Robertson.
Who had a fit about Michelle Obama when Barack first came president. She did that magazine cover. No, her picture, her first lady picture was her with her arms uncovered.
Oh, I do remember that.
And it was like, how can she put her arms out there like that? Her arms. And
also, she has great arms.
There's another clip of them everybody finding out that Melania was a porn star, basically. And it was like, well, I just don't understand what the problem is. And I'm just like, her titty, her vagina. Okay, never mind.
He saved her from a life of sin.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. How righteous
that
or
Christian
some
man who I don't think I've
some
ever
such
seen
shit. No.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised that he didn't erupt into flames when he walked into
that's where he go.
To the cathedral, to the National Cathedral.
Why you think they walked by themselves? Just two of them.
He was nervous.
Two of them and that one man behind them like this.
With a fire extinguisher.
Just in case. Yeah. In case I gotta jump back. My military reflexes say.
The lightning strikes.
Because now that I think about it, don't the Secret Service usually walk in front of you?
It probably depends on the event, because, that would block the optics,
Okay. Because I was about to say, he looked like, I ain't taking a bullet for him, so this is y'all chance. He's like, I'm behind him. Go. Go. And no one went.
Wouldn't that be the worst? Because, it's your job, so you, have to do it. But, man, if I died protecting that fucking turd.
Oh, God.
Can you even imagine?
You wouldn't even want to think about it.
I wouldn't. That was awful. I guess you could quit, though. Can you quit the Secret Service? Is that part of the military? I have a lot of questions now.
I don't know.
Can you just be because are you in the Secret Service no matter who the president is?
The Secret Service is probably the elite of the elite between the military, the police,
like a Marine and a Navy SEAL.
It's the best of all of those.
Uh-huh.
And if you have an exemplary record, you can apply for that.
But you know how all the jobs that happen in the White House, they're administration specific. Mm-hmm. So the new one comes in and they just all lose their jobs, and most of the time that's what happens. Mm-hmm. And then they all the staff gets refilled with the people. Yeah. So is that how Secret Service works, I wonder?
I think certain parts of it, you go with your family, because this. You have Secret Service for life when you're the president. Or when you're former
Oh,
president.
that's
Like,
true. So you
them.
like keep chip,
you
like
keep
you
your
always
people.
have.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because you know them very well, like you know that family very well.
Sure,
and
sure.
You know all their code
makes
names
sense.
and all that other, whatever.
Oh, I forget about that part too. Yeah. Because I wouldn't ever want that job because that seems so stressful. But also, it seems like, I guess if it's just your job, I don't know.
There's a legitimate like secretservice.gov, and you can go on there and apply online.
And you're like, apply for a job.
There's legitimately
Just
there.
Do it right now.
I don't know if I want to do that.
That seems crazy that you can just
there's
apply
a phase
for
one,
that.
competency, and there's a phase 2, security. So they got to make sure you're not crazy. One,
Yeah.
And then
You know
2,
I love you, but you're not passing either phase.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
They didn't heard this already. They already listening.
They're going to pull a couple of your tweets and be like, nope.
Well, all my tweets currently are on my horoscope. They go pull this podcast or my Facebook statuses and be like, oh, yeah, she threatened this current president like 4 times mentally. Nothing verbal. I ain't say nothing written. Now, don't be looking on my Facebook, you suckers. What's that? The INS?
That's so interesting to me. What a weird job.
Oh, the Secret Service?
Yeah.
I think all military jobs, period, are... Don't get me wrong, patriotic, and I'm very thankful for you for getting them. But, man, that takes a special person to be like, I'm going to kill myself for you motherfuckers. That's like Jesus worthy. He died for our sins.
Yeah, sure.
I don't like, I like my brothers and my mother and my family. But I don't know how much I like the rest of y'all motherfuckers. Be like, you know what? I'm gonna go out here and shoot a bunch of motherfuckers, and they gonna shoot back at me, and I might die. Might lose my leg, my limb.
Well, I think because there's like a lot of jobs. I think that's how you sort of it distracts you. It distracts you from the fact that the main what the main job is.
No, I don't want that job.
They give you a lot of other jobs, but to distract you from what your main job is, which is maybe killing or dying.
Well, even the what's that? Like the possibility of
But Secret Service doesn't have any other job. Their whole job is to just walk around and maybe die.
Well, I'm sure somebody is protecting somebody's dog. I want that job. Where I'm watching after the dog. Or give me one of the kids.
Watching after the dog. What was the dog that wrote a book? Speaking of the bushes, was it Molly or
Are you fucking serious?
Millie? I think it was Millie.
A dog wrote a book.
Millie Bush. She was the dog. She wrote a book. Top seller. I shit you not.
No, I want no parts of
Right.
this world.
That's the kind of thing that makes me angry about our country.
I'm out.
I gotta go.
Elizabeth, take me now.
I can't. It's too much for me. I went off on my anti-Bush rant after he died, and I was like, fuck him and the dog. I was mad about it.
That's a bit harsh.
I feel like it's not. You're such a bad person.
Not the service dog. Were you talking about the service dog? Fuck him and the service dog?
Who's the service dog?
Oh, Bush had a service dog when he passed.
No, not his old self. I meant his young self.
I'm about to say the service dog is running around here. They got.
No, you know what? I appreciate a service dog.
They got a picture about a service dog. Putting this.
No, that stuff makes me cry.
Like, why you gotta do this to me?
See, that makes me so sad. Like a dog person connection is too much for my heart.
Yeah.
When dogs are sad about their people, that is like too much for me.
I know, and also I feel like why don't the family get the service dog? Because that was his dog.
Wait, do they not keep him?
No,
They reissue him?
They're giving him to a hospital, like a kid's hospital or something like that. Like,
Well, that's nice.
It's nice, but what if they wanted to,
Maybe they get to choose, and they chose to do that with him, so he can continue his life of service. I don't know. There was some people at the Starbucks the other day, and they had a dog that was wearing a vest that said that it was a service dog, and I was like, no, that is not a service dog. Did you buy that on Amazon? Yeah. This was the illest behaved.
I could buy a police uniform on Amazon. You can buy anything on Amazon.
Barkiest motherfucking dog. And my friend and I were like, that dog is not, it's not in service to anyone. It needs to go home. Like, it was not, no. It was the worst dog. The worst. I was like, he has missed his calling, and this is not it.
I hate this dog.
I did. I was just like, what? No. It was jumping on people as they walked up and, like, pouncing on tables and just, no. It was,
People use those service dog vests as bullshit. People... Not only do they use that, they take those dogs on airplanes and have them in whole seats next to people, just be like, not a service animal.
I'm a service animal.
They be in grocery stores in the shopping carts sniffing on meat and asparagus. Not a service animal. But I just be like, okay.
Right.
Whatever. If you want,
I know. I mean, you can't legally
on your asparagus.
I know. That's so gross. Yeah.
You want to eat?
You know what's
that sample with your dog? That is your business.
Lady in the Tramp style. Yes. They just like they put the spaghetti in one of their, and then they meet in the middle.
I think the day I see something like that, I'ma die.
That's precious.
I'ma pass out. I'm like, Lord, just take me now. Like, I'ma lay there and wait to die. That's just too much.
Have you seen the thing that is like a plastic, okay, it's like a big oversized plastic tongue that you hold in your mouth.
I saw that like to brush your cat.
Yeah.
I saw that dumbness. And you know what I said when I saw that shit? White people. That's exactly what I said when I saw that shit. No offense to you and your kind all across this great nation.
Because I would not lick my cat. I would not groom my cat with a rubber tongue that I hold in my mouth.
I bet you're
there's no part of me.
No black person invented that. I can tell you that right now.
Except maybe the guy who sings to his cat in the bathtub. Have you seen him?
No. I enjoy all cat videos because cats are weird.
It's really cute. Shoot, what's his name? I can't remember the cat's name. It's like Frito or something. Spaghetti, no. Ravioli. It's Ravioli.
The cat's name Ravioli or
the cat's name is Ravioli, okay. And the dude sings him songs, and they like wear shower caps together in the bath. This is a black man.
That doesn't make it right.
I'm just saying it's not a white person, so there is one. He would probably groom the cat with the rubber tongue. He like loves his cat that much, but no. It's cute. You should watch it sometime. Mm-mm. The cat loves him so much, and he loves the cat.
In the tub with Pepper, I kept thinking to myself, this is unnatural.
Wait, why did you end up? First of all, how do you end up? I'm going to use air quotes. End up in the tub with your pet. You don't know it. It tricked you. She was like, "No, you should get in the bath. It's really warm and comfy." Like, how did you get in?
No, Pepper was my beloved Shih Tzu.
Yeah.
Who like water as much as most cats do.
Oh.
So a lot of times to keep her calm, in the beginning of the bath, I would be on the outskirts like most people, like on the outer tub on my knees, you know, hey, calm down. But by long, she's on my neck and on my back like a cat, and I'm like, no, get in the tub. So before long, I'm just like, fuck it. Then I'm in the tub with the dog. But
gotcha.
It what is that? It grew our relationship. To why I have a goddamn dog tattooed on my forearm. Because I love my beloved Pepper.
That is sweet. Now I see how you accidentally ended up in the bath with your dog. Yeah.
I had to calm my baby down.
Yeah. Were you wearing clothes?
Yes, I was fully clothed. Because any other way is unnatural.
Correct. That would be weird.
Is that because I saw that man without a shirt on? I'm just assuming he just.
I think he has swim trunks.
Okay, because any other way is unnatural. It's not you and your cousin when y'all 5. Like, this is you and your cat. It's the natural.
Also, what if the cat decided it didn't love a bath and then it, like, clawed your genitals?
That's one of the main reasons why I am not a feline person, because of those claws, man. Like, I have coworkers that come to work and I'd be like, what happened? They're like, oh yeah, my cat was mad today. And I'm like, Peppa ain't never got that mad at me.
Yeah.
It might be I'm a pee right here because she pissed me off and walk away. Or she'll snot towards my direction to let me know that she was upset with something I did. It went something like this. And you'd be like, did you just snot on me? Yes, I did. And she'll walk away.
Yeah. And she wasn't playing.
Yeah, but it wasn't I don't like what you're doing to me. I'm going to put my claw across your face.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, yeah, she does that all the time. It's just letting me know. No! That's not a good pet owner relationship. I don't want nothing that's going to be like, you know what? Hi, bitch! I just wanted to let you know I'm right here.
When I worked at the vet, we had a couple of people who had dogs that they couldn't, we had to do house calls because they couldn't touch the dog. Like, they couldn't get it in the car. They couldn't, it just, like, lived in their barn or whatever. It was like an outside dog that they never, I was like, so it's not a pet. It's just a mean animal that you feed.
No.
Like, how weird is that?
I don't want no personal animal that ain't gonna love me.
Right.
I got you to love me,
like,
okay? I didn't get you to abuse me, okay?
You just
I don't want
a
that.
mean animal that doesn't want you anywhere near it, and you feed it and house it.
I don't want no parts of that.
Like, no. Right.
It's
like you're an idiot,
kids like
human.
that. I be seeing parents with kids that be hitting them in stores and be like, you got to go. I feed you. You gonna love me.
You got to go.
You gonna love me. That's what's gonna happen. Come to work with a giant claw print across your face. Talking about it. Yeah, I just moved this bowl today. That's abuse.
Also,
that's abuse.
And I'm partial because I do like cats, and particularly mine. But they would never do that to me. Mm-hmm. So that person might have a bad cat. I'm just saying. I'm not saying cats aren't dicks. They definitely are. And they're way more, as humans, we like to think that they're kind of assholes. They're just very self-sufficient and slightly indifferent to us.
Because cats are still wild. That's why. Right,
correct. Because we domesticated dogs and cats domesticated themselves.
Yeah. That's why I'm gonna stick with my
so, they were kind of like, okay, this looks good, but at any moment, really, I could open the door and they'd both be fine. You know? Like, they're just like, okay, I live here now? That's cool, too.
And that's why when I tell the story of my friend who just released her cat.
That's why no one has a service cat. That's all. That's all I gotta say. Like, that's not a program you've ever heard of, because they don't care. Like, they're not going to alert you to the fire or your drop in your diabetes, or, they are not, a seizure coming on, that's a moot point for them. Like, they're just like,
oh, God.
Yeah.
That's true. This is true. You're fucking right. Because your cat's going to be like, oh. And I tell people that all the fucking time. I was like, your cat's going to fucking eat you. Like, as soon as you die.
If you die.
It's going to eat you.
That probably will happen.
Yeah. It's not
that
gonna,
is true. I think dogs would do that too, though.
But
I feel like
cats. It's not
gonna
be like, all right, this bitch did not feed me after 2 days. You're dead. I'm eating you. Because that's what your cat would do.
It would take a long time, and not all dogs would do it.
Yeah.
All cats would do it, and they'll do it fairly quickly.
Yes, exactly.
I agree with that assessment.
My beloved Pepper, God rest her soul, would lay down beside me and just die. She would die.
Yeah. No. I mean, and you hear those stories. That's a thing. You hear stories of dogs who lay down next to their owners and die, and you hear stories about cats who eat their dead owners.
Yes,
so, I feel like that.
Because
that kind of sets the tone.
I would be gone too long in the restroom, taking my time, doing what the Lord intended in the restroom.
Yeah.
Pepper would wait outside the door like, hey, you all right? Hey. And I would just see her tail just wagging up under the door. Like, hey.
Oh, stop it.
How long this gonna take you now? You've been here a good minute. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. And after a minute, I'm gonna call the door. I'm just gonna let you know I'm in here. I'm out here waiting for you if you need me.
She's like, but are you still in there? Do you still love me? Nothing. Busted.
Right.
I'm in a group text where we send memes and tweets and screenshots of funny things back and forth to each other. And and someone sent me funny ones.
All right.
What happened to the teenagers that watch kids on the weekends? We got our own kids to watch, bitch.
Not this one.
No, nobody does that anymore. How weird of a job was that? That we were like, hey, you're 11. Do you want to watch a 6-year-old? What?
That my kids were damn near like, okay, if I was 11, and them suckers were like, some of them were 6, some of them were 8. Yeah, we were all like, no,
yeah.
That's why I end up getting them to pay for porn. That's how stuff like that happens. I know I've told you the story, right? You've heard this story like several times, right?
No, you tricked some small children that you used to babysit into paying for porn?
Not trick. Got my brothers and my cousins.
Oh, you're related to them.
To pay me for the cable, the scrambling privileges.
Got it. Yeah.
To watch the porno movie.
Got it. Okay.
There's no trickery.
All right. Just a fee charge.
Just a legitimate business.
I understand.
Pornura type stuff.
Pornurial.
Exactly.
See what I did there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You get what you picking up what I'm putting down.
Speaking of entrepreneurialness, but not with the porn part. This weekend is my festival, and I am selling food at it.
Woohoo! What we selling?
I know, and I'm excited.
What we got?
What am I selling?
What we selling?
We're gonna sell some little sliders that are Italian sausage patty, and then grilled peppers and onions, in a little slider form. And then we're gonna have twice baked potatoes, so like all stuffed and delicious and melty and cheesy and good, and then put back in there and wrapped in foil. And then we're selling grit bowls, which is just what it sounds like.
I mean, you heard,
it's like a
you
bowl
had
full
me
of grits.
I love grits.
Yeah, and then like a bunch of different toppings that you can choose from to put on top of them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's supposed to be roll cold and yeah. And it's all
warm,
portable things. Yeah.
That's good stuff.
So I'm stoked about it. It's gonna be good. Yeah.
Now, what's the crowd supposed to look like? You know.
What you mean, like a demographic or like a size or like
both? Like what type of folks coming to you?
It's like a little bit of everybody because it's all local bands, but there's like every musical genre available playing throughout the day. So it goes from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. and it's on just this one street, but there's a lot of places, like there's several bars that are music venues already, so they have shows there, and then in other places there's like parking lots where they shut them off and have stages, and so I think that there's 9 different venues / stage locations. And then there's literally music from 2 to 2.
They tell you where
like
you're
every
be at?
hour.
Like, do you know where your setup is going to be at or anything, or you know when you get there?
I do already know. Yeah. So, and last year there was kind of food spread out, but this year they're sort of keeping it all within like a block of each other, which I like as an idea because I feel like yeah. And it just sort of, because they don't actually close the street down, so there's still traffic. So, yeah, because it's like a main road. So everything happens on
the side streets.
Yeah, and there's parks and things off of it, and so yeah, it's kind of hard to describe. But yeah, so that all happens, and so like there's like a 1 block intersection where all the food will be happening. So yeah, so we're setting up there. So there's like a little grassy knoll on the side of a parking lot, and I'm setting up there. So it's like tables and tents.
Nice.
Yeah. And then as you go, there's like tables and tents set up, scattered for like several blocks. And so people just kind of stroll up and down, and like there's local crafts people and artisans and food purveyors. And, but yeah, it's cool because there are no, everything's local. Like there's no national companies involved. Like 1 year, like, I don't know, whatever, Popeyes was like, can we have a booth at your thing? And they're like, no, it's not how that works.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd never turn away that type of money.
Yeah. But I think Publix tried 1 year and they're like, no, that's not how it works. So it's like literally like just local stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Small business owners.
Yeah. Which is really cool. And it has a good turnout. I mean, like, earlier in the day, it's like families and there's kids and stuff. And then as it gets later, it turns into college and grown folks. And there's, lots of drinking and strolling and, it's fun. So, like, the street's not closed, but people absolutely wander the sidewalk and cross the street with drinks in their hand. It's like tailgating. It's like non-sport tailgating. The laws don't super apply.
I can dig that.
I think there's signs that say, like, no alcohol beyond this point at a lot of different places, but, like, no one's really paying much attention to that.
Yeah, it's kind of like when I pass by the stadium and the Falcons are playing. I'm like, where you going with that cup? Everybody knows that's that red Solo cup.
Yeah.
Let's have a party.
Exactly. Red Solo cup. I fill you up. Yeah. That's an awful song. Who is that? Toby Keith or some nonsense? Ugh.
But I'm sure that has paid for a lot of his whatevers to do whatevers.
Yeah. I mean, product placement. Check plus for you, sir.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure in a couple years from now, they're going to be playing that song in every Red Solo Cup commercial. Red Solo Cup.
He'll make money twice on it.
Basically.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's fun and exciting. And so I took a couple days off from my day job. And so I'm getting all my ducks in a row. Hopefully. Getting all my squirrels in a rave,
What the fuck was that?
I saw a thing that said I don't have ducks and they're not in a row. I have squirrels and they're at a rave. And that sort of made sense to me and how I run my life, because I'm like, yeah, would we call this ducks in a row? No. Squirrels at a rave, maybe. I could get down with that.
And now I'm just gonna be imagining the squirrels just like fuck up on everything, bouncing around at a rave.
Right. That's it. That's what I pictured. Little tiny glow sticks. Yeah. Picture how cute that is.
I saw a squirrel eating a Brussels sprout the other day, and it was the most interesting thing to watch.
Aww.
And he was like, That's when you realize he don't like Brussels sprouts either.
He said no? The squirrel was like,
He threw that thing down real fast. He's like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, that's awesome.
Also, this is a squirrel that lives by, like, mellow mushrooms, so we probably been eating pieces for a while.
Yeah.
That's how it be. All right, that's our show for this week, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. As always, I've had a blast with you all, and I hope you had fun. If we made you laugh, please consider subscribing to our lovely podcast and keep up with our shenanigans. We appreciate your support and feel #blessed and then some. You hear me? Blessed. You can follow us both on This Is Double D on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And you can follow my dude Dylan at the Tally Panhandle on her Instagram. And you can follow me, d.schreeder_designs on Instagram. And make sure you follow our producers at Metal and Pluck on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.